once more, dedicated learners. I'm delighted to have you back for another Global English Competitiveness video. Today we've progressed to the third part of this unit, Unit 5C, News Literacy, How to Spot Misinformation. Get your pen and paper ready and join us as we delve into the thought-provoking exploration of news media and the critical skill of discerning truth from misinformation. To recap, we have 4 can-do objectives in this unit, and these are to assess the reliability of information, to identify and synthesize news event details, to evaluate the validity of news, and lastly, to write an interesting news article. As you can remember, we have already covered our first can-do objective, where you assess the reliability of information. In the previous lesson, you have also identified and synthesized news event details. So now, let's move on to our third can-do objective, to evaluate the validity of the news. We are now in Lesson 11C, News Literacy, How to Spot Misinformation. To help us achieve our third objective, this lesson is subdivided into 4 sections: reading, vocabulary, grammar, and writing. Without further ado, let's jump to our reading activities. Now, evaluating the validity of the news can be quite challenging. Luckily, there are tips on how to do it. Read this article with me. Now that we've finished reading, let's test your comprehension through a set of activities. Time to grab your pen and paper. For the first activity, identify whether the following statements are true or false. Number 1 is already done for you. The first statement is true because with the advancement of technology and the internet, news dissemination has become significantly faster than in past generations, thanks to instant communication and social media platforms. You may now pause the video and answer the rest of the items. Now here are the correct answers. How did you do with that one? Was it easy for you? Now here's another one. Match the following description to the tips or ways to spot misinformation being described. The correct answer for number 1 is letter B. Check the author. This tip guides you to investigate the credibility of the writer, a crucial step in spotting misinformation to ensure that the information comes from a trustworthy source. Now pause the video and answer the rest of the items. Now here are the correct answers. All right, one segment done. Great job with the previous questions. Let's proceed to the next one and enrich our vocabulary with more news and media collocations. In the box are different terms related to misinformation. Match them to their corresponding descriptions below. Number 1 is done for your reference. The correct answer for number 1 is pseudoscience. because it accurately describes the practice of misrepresenting real scientific studies with exaggeration and false claims, which is a characteristic of pseudo-scientific content rather than the other options listed. Now pause the video and answer the rest of the items. Now here are the correct answers. Let's try a more fun way of enriching our vocabulary. Complete the crossword puzzle provided by identifying the terms that are related to misinformation based on the hints given. The first one is already done for you. The correct answer is hoax because it fits the clue. A hoax is a fake story or trick meant to fool people. For example, spreading a made-up news story about an alien invasion is a hoax. It's a kind of joke, but it can also cause confusion or fear if people believe it's true. Another example, if someone sends a message saying a famous person is sick when they're not, it could be a hoax. It's like a pretend story meant to trick people. Now pause the video and answer the rest of the items. Now here are the correct answers. I hope that we added new terms to your vocabulary in our previous activity. This time, let's head over to our grammar activities. Ready? Okay, so for this lesson, we're going to tackle about attitudinal adverbs. What are they? Attitudinal adverbs are words that tell us about the speaker's feelings or opinion towards what they're saying. So in a sentence like, fortunately it didn't rain, the word fortunately lets us know the speaker is expressing relief or good luck. Attitudinal adverbs help us understand how someone feels when speaking. Now let's apply this learning through some activities. Complete the following sentences by filling them in with the correct attitudinal adverbs contained in the box. The correct answer for the first sentence is fortunately because it appropriately conveys the positive outcome of bringing an umbrella, as it implies that the rain was expected and the umbrella was a wise choice to have on hand. Now hit that pause button and start answering. Now here are the correct answers. Let's try a few more activities. Identify the correct attitudinal adverbs to be used in each sentence. The correct answer for the first sentence is probably because it indicates the likelihood that the publicist believed he could cover up the issue, while hopefully would not be appropriate in this context as it conveys a different attitude. Now click the pause button and start answering. Here are the correct answers. Let's do one last activity on attitudinal adverbs. Choose the letter of the attitudinal adverb that best fits in each of the given descriptions. The correct answer for number 1 is frankly, because it is used when giving an honest opinion, while the other options do not specifically convey the same sense of straightforwardness and honesty. Time to pause the video and answer the rest of the items. Here are the correct answers. We've finally arrived at the last segment of today's lesson. Let's harness your writing abilities. To elevate your writing and identify areas that may need improvement in your article or written submission, consider using tools like ChatGPT, Quillbot, or any other platform of your choice. These platforms can assist you in pinpointing specific issues in your writing and provide valuable suggestions in how to enhance your construction, allowing you to convey your ideas more effectively. Observe the images of the headlines that are flashed on the screen. Which of them looks authentic and which doesn't? Click pause and proceed to write your observations and support your claims on a piece of paper. Don't forget to use online platforms to check your written articles for grammar or vocabulary issues and improve the quality of your work. And with that, we have covered our third can-do objective, which is to evaluate the validity of the news. We read tips on spotting misinformation, learned additional media collocations through a few vocabulary activities, gained more knowledge on attitudinal adverbs, and harnessed our writing skills through the application of the tips we have learned on spotting misinformation. Your active participation has been instrumental in making this learning journey truly meaningful. Let's harness the knowledge gained here as we continue to navigate the realms of understanding. That would be it for Unit 11C. Until our next lesson, keep exploring and embracing the wonders of learning.